So it's Watch Wednesday. Happy that you're here. Happy that I'm here. And we're going to talk about a brand tonight, RGMT, right up there. Really cool brand. I've had a couple opportunities to be able to present these watches. And I'll tell you, the watches are rock solid. And they're a little bit bigger in terms of what you're getting for a timepiece in comparison to some other watches that we presented, like Duxo is a little bit more modest, more classic. You're going to get a little bit larger timepiece because these are a little bit bigger and bolder, tactical, military inspired, and that's what RGMT stands for, is actually the word regiment, which is a permanent structure or unit within the Army. And so, yeah, you get the tactical, you get the military inspiration that goes along with this brand. 2-year warranty also with RGMT. And yeah, I've been having a lot of fun here looking over these watches, and I'm really excited to be able to present them to you tonight. So let me just go over a couple quick things really quick. Now, just not too long ago on my social media, actually on my Instagram, which is the Ryan Code, please give me a follow. I did say there's actually there's a Shop HQ Insiders group on Facebook. So if you go to my Instagram page, the Ryan Code, you'll see it on the stories, and maybe Harry can also just post a link there too. So it's going to be a little bit more of an exclusive group, and we'll also be pushing the live stream through Facebook over to that platform also, and see how that goes. So again, just keep on trying to do new things for you guys. So let me see what else. So be sure to follow that. Go ahead and go to that Shop HQ Insider group. And yeah, maybe, oh, there it is. Harry just posted it. So look right down here. I don't know, are we able to click on that? Hopefully you guys can click on that. And so, yeah, be super cool. Okay, well, let's see anything else. Follow Shop HQ on everything. Social media, which is Shop HQ, that is on Instagram, it's on Facebook, and now the Shop HQ Insider group on Facebook. YouTube, sign up for their text alerts, their email alerts out there. It's fantastic. I get them all the time. I get a few different messages from there every single day. I love it. Just kind of keeps it top of mind for me. Let's see what else. Follow me. That is the Ryan Code. That's on Instagram. That's on Instagram, X, and also on TikTok. And then follow, and then it's in Victor Ryan on Facebook. But here's the thing. Shop HQ, the only one that isn't Shop HQ, it's actually on TikTok. It is Shop HQ Official, and that's on TikTok. And tomorrow, I'll be on both tomorrow and Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern for a couple of hours. And we brought in some new watches that we'll be presenting during the course of those live streams on TikTok tomorrow, and that's on Shop HQ Official. Okay? Well, let's see who has joined here tonight for the RGMT presentations, which I'm super, super excited about. We have Christopher White. Thank you for being here. Godfather was the first one to comment here tonight. Appreciate that. Phil, thank you for being here. Felix the Great. Hello, Ryan. Hey, you called me by my right name, brother. I appreciate that. Let's see. Rick and Lisa, happy Wednesday to you also from sunny Kentucky. Let's see, who else? Godfather, Tim Shaw, thank you for being here again. Mike B, good to see you, brother. Rick and Lisa, glad to see you again. And like I said, Harry posted with the group, the Shop HQ Insider. Navy Doc is here. Good to see you too, Phil. Mike B, thank you, you guys. All right. Well, let's click on the first watch. Harry, do we have both watches loaded up? It looks like we just have one right now. We'll see about getting the second watch loaded up. I just see, unless I missed it somehow. Oh, there's the second watch. Okay, perfect. I just had to press on it. Okay, I'm going to start out with the first timepiece here from RGMT. And here we go. First of all, if you see back here, these are actually cardboard boxes. I just have them lit up in red a little bit here just to kind of change up a little the background for RGMT. So your watch is going to come greatly packaged to you in, first of all, a nice sort of like military inspired cardboard box. And then on the inside is going to be that sort of hard, soft shell case is what I call it. Protects the watch. Watch isn't going to move around. And when you open it up inside, there's a zipper that goes around. It's almost like this water resistant once that zipper is closed. But here we go with the presentation here of the timepiece. You're gonna have your information card, your warranty information off to the side here. Look at this RGMT on the zipper, and even the logo is off to the other side here. Yeah, look at those hearts. And check out this watch. So this is the RGMT men's 50 millimeter Pershing automatic date square case leather strap watch. So this is pretty cool because Pershing really refers to General John Pershing, a highly decorated U.S. military leader who commanded the American Expeditionary Forces during World War. So there's another thing too that goes along with Pershing, which was actually named after him, and that is a missile. And this is definitely something that current modern day missile, and this is something you do not want to be on the receiving end of. I'll just tell you that much. I mean, heavy. It can also be a tank. Actually, I learned about this that was deployed at the end of World War II and also during the Korean War. So yeah, I mean, this is a pretty sweet timepiece. Now, the awesome thing is I have one color choice here, but your actually options for color choices are quite great. We're looking at, okay, first of all, a silver tone black, and I can actually show you what some of those look like here. I took some screenshots of them for you. All right, so here is the silver tone black, as you can see right here. The second color choice is going to be the brown. This is a version I have, has that green dial. Really sharp. The next color option then is going to be the black blue, which is sold out. So the only other one then here is the blue. So this is the final color choice. So you get 3 different color choices here today. But let's dive into this watch. So first of all, and just immediately, when I hold the watch, I can feel a really nice weight that's associated with this timepiece. So you'll be able to see this genuine leather strap that has this contrast stitching that goes all the way through for both sides. You have a double keeper system where one of the keepers is actually sewn in and stationary. The other one is floating, so it will just really pick up where that strap needs to go for the timepiece. But look at this. On the back of the strap, you have the genuine leather, but look at it's another color on the back of the watch, which I really like. I think that's just different and great. So you get one color up front, different color on the back. And while we're talking about the case back, look at this. You get the custom rotor, the RGMT rotor that's been done and decorated. Not every watch company, not every watch actually has that done. A lot of companies will actually have that rotor, which is actually covered. So you get a sapphire crystal on the case back of this watch. And notice too, see where it says water resistant? It's actually, this watch, it is 30 atmospheres or 300 meters of water resistance. So the watch looks elegant, sophisticated, that rugged, but then it's just got that integrity built into this watch also, that 300 meters, so highly, highly engineered for the design of this watch. Now, you know what, I haven't even talked about the price yet. I just got into the features right away. Well, here's the deal. The regular price, MSRP is $300. Shop HQ took 34% down, and so it's under $200. It's $199. And I'll tell you, I think that is a brilliant deal to be able to get into this watch here today, or one of the other color options out there. I mean, I can just feel the quality immediately. Of course, I love the packaging, you get the 2-year warranty. I talked about the genuine leather already. Talked about the weight of this, a custom case back, the sapphire crystal that you're getting, 2 of them, front and back, that level of water resistance. But then there's more too that we'll get into here for the timepiece. Let me just check out really quick here and see if there's anybody else and they had any questions about the watch here. Let's see. Oh, here, Watch Junkie, have one of these, nice piece. I have the khaki. Okay, thank you, Watch Junkie, for saying that. Let's see what else. RGMT is an awesome brand. Thank you, Invicta Claus. Mike B says, I love the strap. Wait until I get into the other components here of the watch. And let's see, Roy's here too. Invicta Claus, I'm buying 2 of them. All right, there we go already. All right, well here, let me just get into a little bit more with this watch. So we're gonna have that sapphire crystal that's going to be up here. So it's going to be protecting the dial. It's going to have that scratch resistance that's associated here with the watch. And so what we have right here is, for the movement on the inside, it's actually the Miyota, the 8215, a 21 joule mechanical automatic. So it's hand winding, and as I mentioned before, custom rotor on the back. Now with this particular movement, I believe it will wind up with the rotor when the rotor is actually, every time it goes clockwise. So it's like the TMI, the NH35A, that's actually dual rotating, so counterclockwise or anti-clockwise. But it's still, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it all. A lot of movements are actually like that. So you're going to get about 42 hours of power reserve, 21 different joules, 21,600 vibrations every single hour with this. Now, as we look on the inside, what I like about the timepiece right here, I mean, you get to see there's a vertical brushed finish. And the only high polish that you'll actually find is just right here off to the side, right around the bezel of this timepiece. Notice how all 4 different squares are perfectly set at that 45-degree angle on the bezel of the timepiece here. And then what you're going to do is you do have the crown offset here at the 3 o'clock position that is highlighted in color. And that's how it goes for all the different options. But once you look inside, you'll see the rehaut is great. I mean, it's a little bit of a bigger rehaut on the inside, and you get larger hour minute hands, and you'll even be able to see on the back hand of the second hand there, just a little bit of that kind of arrow, that military design that's a part of it. It's a textured dial, almost like that asphalt that you'll find for the main portion of the dial, oversized hour markers for the timepiece that you'll find, whether it's an Arabic numeral, and I actually like that at 0, or at 12 o'clock, it's actually the 0. But then you get the Arabic numerals and the wider, so it's really, really easy to be able to see. Yeah, I feel RGMTs have that military look, definitely. Mike B says, yes, it is a sturdy piece. Godfather, square case design is awesome, and I'll measure it out here in just a moment for you guys. But then too, I'll show you the loom after. The loom is pretty significant here with this timepiece. So let me just get out my calipers here. So first of all, I'll just measure the diameter of the crystal, and I have to do it towards me, you guys. It just makes it a lot easier. So we're looking at about 35.5 millimeters for the diameter of the crystal. And I'll just go west to east with the bezel. So we're looking right here. Give me a second. Okay, so what is that? Is it 45.3? 42.3, sorry, I just read that backwards. Then in terms of the case at its widest point, which it does include in the crown protectors, we're looking at what, 50.1 millimeters. And then crown to crown, west to east, is what, 53.3 millimeters. The overall profile we're looking at is going to be 14.1 millimeters. And the strap is actually going to be, well, it's a little bit different because actually where the lugs are, the difference between the lugs is going to be what, 24? But technically it's going to be, I think, about 27, as you'll be able to see right here. See how the strap actually comes out a little bit more, so it lines up with the lug. Even that little detailing, I really, really like with this watch. Now, there's one other thing that I haven't shown you yet with the timepiece, and it's actually the other bezel, or the other crown, excuse me, right here. What does that crown do? Well, look at this. Oops, sorry, wrong one. Right here. I get everything mixed up when I'm looking at the iPad. So you have the internal rotating bezel here for the watch. So how cool is that? And remember, 300 meters of water resistance with everything that goes along with the timepiece. So I think it's just truly amazing, a lot of fun. Here's what the watch looks like on the wrist. And of course, I didn't measure before the show. I just figured I'd bring out the cone because the cone has more fans than I do. But look at that watch, that 50 millimeter right here. It feels nice. I like how it looks, easily legible. Now check this out too. I'm actually going to bring the lights down, give this just a quick little charge, and there are a couple things about the loom that I like. You guys like the RGMT I have going here? Okay. Because it's still daylight here, I have some light coming in, even with the shade down, but I want you to look at this. You're getting into, hold on one second here. All right, here we go. Look at, you get the nice loom that goes along with this watch also. I mean, look at that. Isn't that great? Yeah, I see a lot of hearts right there. So really, really excited about this watch. Yeah, might be. It looks very sharp. The cone, yes, really cool. Sturdy, comfortable leather. Yes, solid watch. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the leather, you probably have to break it in just a little bit, but it wouldn't take much time to do that. Remember how you guys said how I used to do it? I just lay it down and I kind of push and roll it out a little bit. That's all you need to do. Here it is, magic cone. The first mark. The first notch, I think there should be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we're looking at 9. And the keepers are a little bit snug, which I think is good. It'll just keep that, it'll keep everything in place. So I'd say we're probably looking at about a 6.5, 6 3/4. I'll put it on my wrist too and actually go to that first notch. So I'd say 6.5, 6 3/4 all the way up to, oh, generous. Right at about 9 inches. Right, lines up right along the bold mark there. All right. So, pretty sweet timepiece here that goes along with the watch. Now I'll just put it on my wrist one more time. See how this looks. Let me just, I'll put it for you guys. I'm gonna skip that first keeper. Yep. So I have it on the first notch, or no, second notch, 6.5 inches. This watch can go down to 6.5. I'd actually probably go on the third notch on this one. Let me just double check. Yeah, that's probably where I go. I'd probably go the third notch. Look at that, you guys. I mean, that watch is sharp. $199, so $199.99. Whether it was $199.99 or $199, I mean, good investment right here for this watch with the 3 different colors that are available. One color is not available. I really like that. Maybe I'll wear that out tonight for a little bit. Sharp timepiece. Okay. Let me know if you guys have any questions about the watches. So I only really have 2 tonight, but I actually like that because I get to spend a little bit more time on it. Okay, let me just put this back in the case. The second watch is going to come in the same packaging, so you get that hard, soft shell case. And let me just move it here to the next timepiece. Okay. You guys make sure also, as I mentioned before, maybe Harry can post it again, but we want you to follow on Facebook the Shop HQ Insiders group. So go ahead and do that. Hopefully Harry can post that again, just in the links for those of you who just joined, because we're broadcasting this live stream to there also, and those members out there, I think there's going to be some special things if you're a part of that group. So, okay, let's go with the next timepiece. And so we're looking at a 48 millimeter. And so again, you get the great packaging that goes along here. You get the RGMT, and then also the logo. And then once you open up the time, you unzip everything. Here we go on the inside. And what you're looking at here is you're looking at the 48 millimeter Zumwalt automatic date bracelet watch. So now the Zumwalt is a class destroyer in the US Navy, almost 16,000 ton warships that are about 600 feet long. And it's actually then named after Admiral Elmo Zumwalt Jr., the youngest chief of naval operations in U.S. history, serving from 1970 to 1974. So pretty sweet timepiece here. Now it does have more of that nautical, a little bit of that dive style look for this timepiece. And let me just look really quick here. Oh, we had some more comments. Let me just say, sorry about that. Okay. Oh, Venom Kevin's here too. Good to see you, brother. All right, so let's look at this watch here. First of all, you have that completely round case design. It actually sort of tapers up from the bottom right here. It'll actually get a little bit narrower as you go up to the top. We have the cutout edges right here so you can actually grasp the bezel, where then everything else is actually protected here for the timepiece. And so in terms of this, there are 5 different color options. There's the black, there's the navy blue, the green, white, and also blue. Now I do have the color choices here on my phone. So if you want to look right here, this is the black, okay? There, oops, hold on. Everything blew out. There we go. This is going to be the navy. Then we have the green. There's the white. That one is really hot too. And then the one I have is the blue. That's the version that I have right here. So you get to see that it goes along. Black bezel. Blue dial is a little bit of an ombre look to it. And again, that military inspiration of just being very legible, not a busy dial by any means whatsoever. Yeah, Godfather says that white is fire. So yeah, let's get into this a little bit more. Now here's a deal. The price right now, it says on the website for Shop HQ, it's $380, but I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, okay? If you place this watch in your cart and you check it out and you check out, there'll be an automatic 20% code applied to this watch. So people who aren't watching this live stream right now, they won't know. They'll just see the price of $380. They're like, okay, well, I think that might be a good deal, but you're gonna get a great deal because when you get that $380 actually goes down, I think, to $304. It's just automatically applied when you add the watch to your cart and you check out, that 20%. Okay, so that's a great deal. So down to $304 for this timepiece, and let's just break it down a little bit further. Yeah, Ben and Kevin says this one just looks tough. It is. I mean, it's a sturdy timepiece here, and let's break it down a little bit more because there's a lot to show along with this timepiece. So we have the Miyota 8215 yet again inside of this watch, which I developed, I think, like in 1977. And so, I mean, this movement has been around for a while. They get the 42 hours of power reserve, 21 joules, 21,600 vibrations every single hour. And then you actually have the black date window with the white font on the inside. So a little bit of that custom that goes along with it. So here we go. Now we're looking at 48 milliliters for the case diameter. I'll confirm that and do a couple more measurements of the crystal and such. Classic 3-link bracelet. And notice too, with this brand, you're really not getting a lot of high polish, which is going to, really sort of shine in the daylight with the sun and like give away your position and such. So yeah, that's why a lot of the watches do have that brushed finish that can carry along here for the timepiece. The bandwidth is going to be 22 millimeters. You'll see it's that 3-link design. You'll see the case back on the timepiece there too with the logo, also on the clasp. And I like this. It's a push button scissor style deployment closure with a flip box safety diver's clasp. So a real sturdy clasp with this watch. Offset crown at the 4 o'clock position, so it's not sticking out right there and could potentially bump into your hand if you're wearing it on your left hand. And here's the thing too, you get the sapphire crystal in this watch yet again, which is a slight bubble. You can just see right there, slight bubble crystal. And in addition to this, you're getting 500 meters of water resistance. So yeah, just an amazing level of water resistance here for this watch. Now, one thing too, so I'm gonna take the watch, I'll weigh it. I'm gonna show you the watch on the cone too, but I really wanna show you the lume on this watch. Let me just give it a quick shot here. And this is cool. Look at this, you guys. The bezel's gonna light up. Look at the bezel. And then look at the hands on the inside too. Your hour and minute, they're actually in blue. And see, there's an accent on just going past 5 seconds right now on that second hand also. So you're getting that great luminescence. I mean, look at that. The bezel's just on fire here with this. So definitely a hot watch, okay? So let me just see what else I had. The water resistance is tough on this watch. Look at this. Look at that on the wrist. I mean, it feels great. And I like the combination also of the silver tone, and for this particular color variation, silver tone, then you have the black bezel, and then that blue dial. So you get 3 great colors all incorporated into this particular option. Now remember, it's not displayed, there's not a coupon code for this watch, but you get that automatic 20% off at checkout. So this watch goes from $380 down to $304, okay? Now the overall weight for this watch, just give me a quick second. We're looking at 212 grams, which is going to be 7.5 ounces. In terms, here we go, what we're looking at, you get the micro adjustments also in the bracelet. I'd say 8.5, right around that 8.5 mark. So, yep, 8.5. I'll tell you, my wrist would definitely be happy with either one of these two watches on my wrist. The Pershing, yeah, and the Zumwalt. Okay, here it is on the wrist again. Let me just get out the calipers really quick, and I'll double check the measurements. Calipers, here we go. And remember, guys, tomorrow and Friday, I will be on Shop HQ Official on TikTok, and brought in new watches. I just unpacked them, organized, inventoried them today. So it's going to be all new designs tomorrow here on the live stream. So let's just do some quick measurements here. So I'm going to look at the crystal for the watch, and we're looking at, just get it exact. Okay, what are we looking at? About 30.7 millimeters. Top of the bezel, and it's going to include the border that goes around was at 46.4, but then it's going to go a little bit wider. 48, yeah, so it just slightly tapers as it goes up. And here's that bezel sound. Nice bezel on that watch. Okay, overall profile is going to be, because it's a domed crystal, what are we looking at? 16 millimeters? 16 millimeters, and confirm, I think we're about 22 millimeters on the bracelet. Is that right? 22.1? Okay, perfect. Let me see any other measurements on that. I think that's about it. But that's a great timepiece, you guys. Rock solid. You're gonna get that automatic 20% off when you check out with this watch. Nobody else is gonna know because, or those who aren't watching, they're not gonna know. So fantastic watch right here on the Zumwalt. And then right here, the Pershing, $199.99. Two fantastic watches from RGMT here today. 2-year warranty that goes along. I'd be happy to have either one of these watches on my wrist as I'm going out. Maybe I might actually wear the Pershing here as I go out. I have to jump out here after the live stream. So, all right, let me just see. Invicta Claws, solid, stunning. Yep, helium release valve. That's right, right off to the side right here. Got the helium release valve. I forgot to mention that. Thank you, Invicta Claws. Godfather, no, you're not old, buddy. Yep. Let's see. All right, well, I think that's about it. Yep, 500 meters, water resistant. Yep. And then you do have that screw down crown, which is a part of this watch. So, yeah, fun live stream tonight, you guys. So make sure to follow Shop HQ on everything, social media, sign up for those text alerts, and also check out all the different categories that Shop HQ has on their website. So, they have so many different brands. They're adding more brands. I know they're working really hard behind the scenes and such. So go ahead, check out some of the other stuff. And yeah, if you see something you like, go ahead and do it. And also, when you're getting your watches or anything else from Shop HQ, they would love to see your reviews. So please give the reviews on the watch so it helps other people make decisions and sound decisions. Like when you're ordering and you see something and there isn't like, it's maybe one review or something like that. And you're like, okay, well, but if there are more reviews, it just helps everybody else out, and it helps us too, and we really appreciate it. So anyway, outside of that, you guys enjoy, and catch me tomorrow, Shop HQ Official on TikTok, 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning, and also Friday morning. And I think it'll be about 3 hours each time. So I'll see you then, you guys. Thank you, Invicta Claws. Yes, I agree. Amazing watches, fun show. Happy you guys. We're all here, guys and gals. And I'll catch you tomorrow on TikTok, Shop HQ Official at 11 a.m. Eastern. Have a good night, everybody, and take care.